Beyonce, whoo!
Thank you, Beyonce.
I definitely want to say thank you to Beyonce. I can't possibly accept this award, and I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful and gracious, but my artist of my life is Beyonce.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
All right, y'all, let me just start by saying thank you, Beyoncé, for letting me even speak right now, because it feels like the whole world has to bow down and give Queen Bey her flowers first. But you know what? In this video, we'll talk about what's really going on. Okay, guys, so I know you've probably heard about that whole She Knows drama, right? And how everyone was out here bowing down to Beyoncé, calling her all-powerful and thanking her for everything. Because if you don't thank her, people say that bad things could happen to you. But wait, it gets crazier. Now there's this wild theory floating around. People are saying Taylor Swift could have been the next Aaliyah if Kanye West hadn't stepped in. So, back in 2009 at the VMAs, one of the biggest nights in music. The show was set for Sunday, September 13th, and all the biggest stars were ready to shine. Beyoncé and Lady Gaga were leading the pack with the most nominations. And let's be real, Beyoncé was the queen of the moment. Everyone just knew she was gonna sweep the awards, especially for her iconic Single Ladies video. But then, to everyone's surprise, Beyoncé didn't win Best Female Video. Nope, that award went to Taylor Swift for her song You Belong With Me, and Taylor was still new to the game. This was her first VMA victory, so she was probably not going to thank or give Beyoncé any credit during her acceptance speech. But while giving her speech, Kanye popped up out of nowhere claiming that Beyoncé had the best music video of all time.
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Now, at the time this happened, everyone was shocked by Kanye's action. His actions were seen as rude and callous. Kanye had no right whatsoever to speak on Beyoncé's behalf or interrupt Taylor Swift's acceptance speech. Many singers came out to support Taylor. Katy Perry took to Twitter to write, "F you Kanye West, it's like you stepped on a kitten." Where, as Pink tweeted, Kanye West is the biggest piece of shit on earth. Quote me. Although Kanye would later apologize for his actions on the Jay Leno show, saying he felt bad and regretted it, his actions are still considered one of the wildest moments in the history of the VMAs.
I immediately knew in this situation that it was wrong and it wasn't a spectacle or just, it's actually someone's emotions, that I stepped on, and it was rude, period. And, I'd like to be able to apologize to her in person. And, I wanted to.
Guys, Beyoncé also decided to clear up the mess Kanye had allegedly caused by his actions by inviting Taylor Swift to the stage to complete her speech.
I remember being 17 years old, up for my first MTV award with Destiny's Child, and it was one of the most exciting moments in my life. So I'd like for Taylor to come out and have her moment. Where are you?
Beyoncé and Taylor hugged each other at the award show, but some critics called it fake. Okay, so I know y'all are probably thinking, wait, if all this went down back in 2009, why is everyone talking about it now, like 16 years later? Well, it's because of Diddy's 2024 scandal that's got the whole internet buzzing. Ever since Diddy got locked up, people have been digging into his ties with other big stars, and one name that keeps coming up is the Carters. Yep, Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Fans are connecting the dots, and let's just say the internet is convinced there's more to this story than meets the eye. In 2009, everyone thought Kanye was out of his mind for what he did to Taylor Swift. Taylor even took her revenge.
But Kanye West has had one of the greatest careers of all time.
Well, guess what? The tables have turned. Now, people are thanking him and calling him a hero for saving her, So, does this mean Kanye wasn't being wild and disrespectful back then, but trying to save Taylor from Beyoncé? And you know what? People who have interacted with Kanye actually call him a genius. They say that Ye is so futuristic that sometimes it only starts to make sense to people 2 to 3 years after he says it. Alright, this wild theory going around that Kanye might have been trying to protect Taylor Swift allegedly all ties back to Beyoncé. Fans are saying Queen Bey might not be as kind as she seems. Like, yeah, she's rocking the crown, but maybe there's more going on behind the scenes. And speaking of queens, y'all remember Aaliyah, right? She was the ultimate star of the early 2000s. People called her the queen of urban pop and R&B, but here's where it gets twisted. Aaliyah kept her love life super low-key, and after her mysterious death in 2001, rumors started flying. Some insiders claim Jay-Z had a thing for her but got turned down. And Jaguar Wright? She's been loud about this for years.
A lot of people don't realize the timeline, but after everything went bad with Robert Kelly, and he had to divorce Aaliyah, Jay-Z was interested while she was still underage. And as she started spending more time in New York, he was very, very, very right there.
But then the feeling wasn't mutual, as Aaliyah was never interested in Jay-Z.
She didn't want that. She didn't want that with him. And if there's one thing I can tell you about Sean Carter, being embarrassed and being rejected are things he does not handle well.
For years, people have been whispering that Aaliyah's tragic plane crash wasn't just some random accident. Word on the street is that some big names in Hollywood might have had something to do with it. And here's where it gets weird. Aaliyah was known to be scared of flying. So how did she even end up on that plane? There are reports that she was allegedly drugged and forcefully put onto the plane.
Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyoncé.
Alright, let's be real for a second, guys. Right after Aaliyah passed away, Beyoncé's solo career started taking off like crazy. And for years, people have been whispering that if Aaliyah were still here, Beyoncé might not be the superstar she is today. One online user wrote, "Beyoncé was forced on us. Aaliyah was that girl and she should still be here. That plane crash was not an accident, allegedly." Now, don't get me wrong, this is all just speculation. Nothing's been proven. But come on, isn't it wild how all these things seem so connected? Makes one wonder if it's just a coincidence or if there's more to the story. Okay, I gotta ask, what's up with all these celebs always thanking Beyoncé? I mean, seriously, every time they win something, it's like, shout out to Queen Bey. Why do they feel the need to do that? Especially when they're the ones who just won. It's like they can't even enjoy their moment without bringing her up. Well, there's been some serious talk about how Beyoncé has this crazy power over celebs, and that's why so many of them can't help but thank her all the time. Like that time Adele won big and broke her trophy in half to thank Beyoncé.
I can't possibly accept this award, and I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful and gracious, but my artist of my life is Beyoncé, and all us artists here, we f***ing adore you. You are our light.
Now guys, when Shabuzi thanked Beyoncé at the 2024 People's Choice Country Award, many thought it was uncalled for.
And thank you, Beyoncé. You're amazing, yeah.
One online user wrote, he should have said what he was thanking Beyoncé for. Another wrote, what did Beyoncé do? Exactly, what did she do? Why was he thanking her? Is she scared that Beyoncé's gonna send John Wick after him if he didn't thank her? It's crazy. So a lot of Beyoncé fans are jumping in to defend her, saying she's done so much for music and helped out artists like Lizzo and Megan. And yeah, we can't deny that Beyoncé's made a huge impact. But here's the question. Why is a country singer thanking her right after her show just because Beyoncé dropped an album?
I also just want to say I'm a country artist, and the fact that Beyoncé made a country record changed the game. So thank you.
People are starting to wonder if there's more to all these than just a simple thank you. Fans are speculating that Kanye West may have intentionally saved Taylor Swift at the 2009 MTV VMAs by taking the spotlight, preventing Beyoncé from feeling threatened by Taylor. Meanwhile, there's a buzz about J. Cole's song She Knows, with fans connecting it to Beyoncé's rumored link to Aaliyah's death, claiming it could be a subtle reference to Beyoncé and Jay-Z's names Sean and Knowles. So, now things are blowing up online. Everyone's talking about these wild rumors, and some people are even starting to believe they might be true. One online user wrote, "Why didn't we realize how weird it was for artists to acknowledge Beyoncé?" Another user wrote, "This makes tons of sense because I never understood why everyone and their mama thanked Beyoncé. They acted as if she produced or composed their songs. The ones that did not thank her ended up being boycotted or dead." But that's not all. One other user wrote, "The female Diddy." Another wrote, "She's not on the boss to thank every time. What's wrong with the world?" Well, guys, many online users believe this wild theory of Kanye protecting Taylor because of Beyoncé's close connection with Diddy. I mean, he allegedly attended his wild, crazy freak-offs, where a lot of shady stuff went down. Okay, so some people online are saying this whole thing is just a weird story and totally made up. They think the real reason celebrities thank Beyoncé is because she's been a big music inspiration to them for years. But now it's your turn. What do you think? Did Kanye really save Taylor from Beyoncé? Or is this all just one big wild rumor? I'm dying to hear what you think. So drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any updates on this mind-blowing story. See you in the next video.